Nice. Give a big round of applause to Miss Abby Washuta.
How are you guys? All right. Don't panic. I don't think women are funny either. This won't take very long. A lot of the time I'll get up on stage and I can actually hear some dude in the back audibly sighing. She's not just gonna fucking talk about her period the whole time, is she? Not the full 10 minutes. Buckle in. I'm going through a divorce, you guys. Getting out of a long marriage. How about that? Thank you. Thanks. I don't even have any jokes about that. I just went on stage for the free moral support. Appreciate your claps. If you ask my ex, he would tell you that the reason we ended it is because I have an ego problem. Right? I was like, that's not what my fans are telling me. And not one tweet about it, it's like I fucking think I would have heard. No, to be fair, after all that time together, I realized that we just fundamentally disagreed about important stuff. It turned out he wanted 5 or maybe even 6 children. Right? And I wanted maybe 1 orgasm. Ever. And I was like, how do you come to an agreement about it? I'm glad there's enough women in the audience for that. Doesn't work in a room full of dudes for some reason. Whenever I tell that joke in a room full of dudes, every man is secretly thinking all the women I'm with are coming. That is what we are leading you to believe. I don't know why we're lying about it, but we often are. I'm dating in the city, getting a lot of dick pics. That's how men introduce themselves in Manhattan, right? Just a little PSA, no joke here. Nobody wants to see your dick, gentlemen. That's it. Okay, that's not entirely true. We do a little bit want to see your dick. Right? But it's not for the reason that you're hoping, right? Men are hoping to have a fun, sexy moment with you, and we are hoping just to have a laugh with our girlfriends. Because that's all that's going on. Because as a newsflash, no man has ever sent his dick pic to just one woman, right? Because if she's received it, she forwarded it to 15 of her closest friends. And they judged you. And it wasn't in your favor. Oh my god, that's a good one! Said no one ever. There are no good ones. It's also fine if you're a man in a gay relationship to send your dick all over the place. That's okay, right? Because men are very visual and they appreciate that kind of thing, I think. Which is part of the problem is that women, we're just not a visual people, right? So even if I love you and I love what your dick is doing for me in real life, I don't want to fucking photograph of it. Right? Ladies, can you ever imagine yourself finding a moment where you're going back to your phone to look for your favorite one? Sweetie, thank you. I love this one. I look at it every time I miss you. Something fun I do now, someone sends me a dick pic, and then I send him back a picture of another, bigger dick. Most guys get that that's my way of saying don't call me again. One guy thought it was my dick. He did, I know. It's first of all, why would my dick be black? You know what I mean? It would definitely be that big, but it wouldn't be black. That's cool. No, I have a boyfriend now, which is new. It's exciting. Thank you. You guys just don't know him because he goes to a different school. Shut up. Getting divorced as a millennial is weird. There's stuff you have to deal with that other generations didn't have to do. When you split the assets up, you still have to do the house and the car and all of that. But there's other stuff that's weird. What do we do with the shared Netflix account? Yeah, that's serious. We were together for 15 years. You know what I mean? That algorithm was just right. you know? We were at the point where Netflix understood that that was something I might like to watch, right? And that is a real victory, right? When Netflix makes a recommendation, you watch it, you like it, you're like, thank you, Netflix, you get me, you fucking get me. I have a new account now. This thing doesn't fucking know me. It doesn't know me. I had one bad night. I made one bad decision, and that won't stop fucking recommending that I watch the Gilmore Girls. Shut your mouth. You know how many hours of foreign language documentaries I had to sit through to get my user history up to the point where I was proud to display it on a big screen TV at the Orange is the New Black season premiere party? A lot. We can't do that with my new account. No. Hey Abby, can we use your account to watch the Stranger Things finale? No, you may not. Why? Well, because I can't be in a situation where a room full of people whom I respect find out that based on my viewing history, Netflix thinks I might also enjoy A Dolphin's Tale. Not prepared to handle that kind of judgment. And I can keep the old account, right? But that's got its own series of pitfalls, right? Like every time I log in, Netflix has to remind me that I'm alone now, right? Oh, who's watching? Shut your mouth. And then I'm crazy because I'm a girl, so you get to that point in the menu. Ladies, what do? You toggle to his account, you see what he's been watching, and you figure out what kind of information you can glean from it, right? Research. Turns out he's been watching Pride and Prejudice. Okay, so obviously getting laid. And it's the Keira Knightley version, so that horse got good taste in movies, you guys. It's a great flick. And then I'm crazy, I'm like, what if he's doing the same thing with my old account? So then I get back on my old account, I'm watching like Die Hard 3 and WrestleMania documentaries and shit. Everybody's fucking, how about that? There's a great one out about Andre the Giant right now. You guys should check it out. I'm gonna leave you with this story about a show that I did recently at the Jewish Community Center in Sherman, Connecticut. It's a great story. If you don't know where Sherman is, it's like 2 hours outside of like anything at all. It's very far. And so about 9 of us comics caravan up there. It's a 2 p.m. show. It's prime time. It's gonna be great. And just to paint you a picture of what the room looks like it's an auditorium. But it's like an auditorium in like an underfunded school, you know what I mean? Where like the gym is also the cafeteria, is also the theater, like that kind of thing, right? So like I am on a stage, but there's like a basketball net like tied up behind my back, you know, kind of a weird. And the audience, we knew the audience was going to be like a little older, but I wasn't expecting it to be like it was just a sea of just white hair, right? Everybody's like, honestly in their 70s, right? So you're like, I gotta fucking tweak my jokes a little bit before I get up there. It's like, you know, between that and like feeling like you're in a high school auditorium, I feel like I'm doing homeroom announcements to the Sherman graduating class of 1935, you know? Just looking up at me like, is this the show? This is the show. And so I was panicking, right? Because I already sort of tweaked some of my jokes in advance. Like I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do dick pics, they're gonna be older. But then in the middle of one of my other jokes, I realized I hadn't, you know, gone far enough with changing my material when I heard a little old lady honestly lean over and in top volume explain to her confused husband, Netflix is like a VCR for the computer. Okay, so that didn't land, that joke. Okay. So I'm hosting the show. And so as you know, you've been to a comedy show, at least tonight, when you host the show, somebody brings the host up, and it's usually very, you know, so they just go like, hey everybody, welcome to the show, show us your phones, and here's Abby, woo! And that's how it goes. That's not how I was brought up at the show. So the woman who runs the JCC, Bess, she's like 97. She's adorable, right? She's like the general of the place, or I don't know what they call her, the commandant or something. She runs the thing and she says, well, I'm gonna introduce you to everybody. I'll bring you up. It's gonna be lovely. And I was like, okay. Would you like me to do that? I would like you to do that. Would you like me? Because I could do it. Just bring me up. It's gonna be fine. So what happens though is that we silence the audience. We dim the lights before Bess has made it to the stage. Okay, so Bess has got to walk for 4.5 minutes in silence from the back, and we all just watch her. The clapping has sort of died down, and Bess has got to climb to the thing, and she gets on the mic, and the feedback, and she's okay. Everyone, welcome to the Sherman Jewish Community Center. Thank you. As you all know, Sherman has experienced a great deal of tragedy over the past few weeks. And the comics in the back are starting to look kind of panicked. It's a great deal of tragedy. There was Stephen. Of course, he passed with cancer. It was a long struggle, wasn't it? He was a devoted member of this community, and it was a real loss. And Susan, his wife, I think we could just all agree it was probably heartbreak, wasn't it? And there was Marjorie. I think the car just came out of nowhere. You know, it was very sad. We just didn't expect it. Do you know Marjorie? She used to restore beautiful violins. Beautiful violins that were in a museum in Connecticut. Did you know that? The museum subsequently burned to the ground. They were very lovely when they were in there. And then, of course, Michael. There was Michael. He liked the drink, didn't he? Michael, that liver just came out. Just came out. So that's been what we've been struggling with here. A couple of announcements. On Friday, we're going to be showing a movie called Denial. It's about Holocaust denial. Because as we all know, this is a real problem that is still happening in this country today. And some of you voted for a man who we're not going to speak about it here, who doesn't believe that millions of Jews died. Anyway, we have a couple of comedians here tonight who are going to try to cheer us up. Young lady, would you like to come to the stage and tell your jokes, please? So I came to the stage. People don't know whether to applaud or we just, we don't know what's happening. And I was fucking terrified, right? Because I got to host this whole show and I didn't know how it was going to go. How did it go? Amazing, right? Because the bar was set so low and people were so sad that it didn't matter. What I did at that point, they didn't get my Netflix jokes, they didn't know anything, but they were having a nice time, right? They weren't just like thinking about the laundry list of all the people that had died, right? So the show goes really well and the people have a delightful time, and the booker, as you can call him that, he called back and he was like, this was great, you guys, we'd love to have you back up again, would you do another show? And I was kidding, I was like, yeah, of course, we definitely do another show, but like, just don't have Bess introduce me. And he was like, oh, don't worry, she died. Thank you